All right. So we are here for our final episode. I think you're probably checking a message that I sent you saying, "Where are
That's
you?
it. No,
Let's do
I'm
this.
and
It's
now
our
also
final one.
sharing
I'm
the
so
shit out of
excited."
this, which is what I should have done before we went live.
You know what? That's how we roll. That is how we roll. Which is why people need to listen to us when we give business advice, because quite obviously we're walking the talk. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our last episode for season 1. 6 episodes. We have really dug through some amazing business quotes. We've managed to find the golden nuggets inside, and I think we've dropped some
Always.
real truth bombs and stuff as well. It's been so much fun. I've really enjoyed this time with you. It's been amazing. So
Yes,
thank
I'm so
you.
glad that we're reviving this.
Yeah, I
Um,
think it's awesome.
yeah,
It's awesome,
yeah.
babe. By the end of next year, we'll be going season 5, and it's so amazing.
Oh
Just
my
so
God. And I
all
mean,
all
I
cool
gotta say,
stuff.
this is all kudos to you because if it was up to me, we'd be winging it every single time. You're like, no, let's get some structure to this shit. Like,
You know
what?
what?
We
It's
just
been a
show, we
learning
just
curve.
chat.
Yeah, that's it. We just hang out and talk. And you know what? What I love is that both of us have got like a real passion for helping people, and helping people in business. And we've got a little bit of experience in this area. So I love that we're just
Just a little.
sharing and caring. So if you're watching this
Yeah.
anywhere around the world, on Facebook,
Say hi.
YouTube, Twitter, which is Periscope, or Twitch, just give us a shout out, say hello, maybe let us know what your
Mm-hmm.
business is, and then we will put you up on the screen and give your business a shout out. So if you just want to give us a quick little splurb, what is it that you do, then we'll put that up on screen. If you're watching after the show's finished, sorry, that boat will have sailed. So I'll probably say that
But
again
still
in
ask
a while.
questions.
Yeah, just if you need to let us know what your business does, let us know. If people can support your business over Christmas, give it a shout out because that'll be awesome. Okay, so this week we are talking about the Grommet. So the link is down below in the
Hmm.
ticket tape at the bottom, thegrommet.com. It's kind of like an Amazon, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
eBay, but it's like really nice, like so neat. And I'll show you what their website looks like. I think they've done so
Mm.
well. They've taken something from just an idea and they've got to the point where someone has bought shares in the company to the point where they really on the map. And that is the jump that not a lot of small to moderate enterprises ever get to make. So I'm keen to
Mm.
hear from the co-founder and CEO of that company. And her quote is quite cool, and we'll have a bit of fun digging through it. So let's have a
Mm.
look. Okay, so ignore the hype of the startup that you see in the press. Mostly it's a pack of lies. Half of these startups will be dead in a year. So focus on building your business so you can be the one left standing. And that is Jules Pieri, co founder and CEO of The Grommet. Now, that we were just saying,
That gets me right
backstage,
here.
yeah,
Mm.
as a small to moderate sized company, as a micro company, that seeing other companies getting, a front page splash where they're just crowing about what they're going to do, in any industry. It can be as a musician, as an artist, as a teacher, a painter, as a businesswoman,
Mm-hmm.
photographer. There's always that element of competition that can actually become negative because it can crush your creativity and trigger your competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like that
Yeah.
she said, ignore the hype of the startup. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And especially nowadays, I feel like we hear about these unicorns. I mean, it's big in the tech startup world, that term
Yeah, yeah,
unicorn,
yeah.
where we see a business go from like startup to exploding to be like $1 million business form like
Mm,
that. And of course it's incredible, and so
mm,
we hear a lot about it, so we think like that's the goal, to just be
mm.
in it, build it fast, and
Yeah,
then get out of it, or so
yeah.
and then that's where comparisonitis, like you're saying, it's that competitiveness, but that comparisonitis as well. We compare
Mm,
ourselves, our business, where we're at,
absolutely. Yeah.
to these unicorns, to these other startups, to see where everyone, and we go, oh, I'm not, well, I know I've done this.
I'm never
Oh,
gonna
I'm
get
not,
there. Oh my
I'm never going to
God.
there. I'm not as far ahead as I should
Mm,
be. You know, we start
yeah.
putting the shoulds on ourselves. And
Yeah.
it's really demotivating, and it really can hinder our progress and
Yeah.
lose focus. Because when you're busy looking around at what everyone else is
Yeah.
doing,
Yep.
it takes up so much more mental capacity,
Yep.
right? And that means that you're
Yep.
not focused on what you are doing, what you need
Yep.
to be doing to
Exactly.
get forwards at your own pace, whatever that is, fast, slow, whatever,
Yep.
ups, downs, start, stop. It doesn't matter. Your pace is your pace, and you've got to do what you need to do.
Yep.
And I know I've done this with
I
other
like that one.
businesses
You
in
do
my
what you need to do.
field,
Mm.
but then also businesses that aren't even in my field, that are totally different. Like I've always done service-based business, and then
Yeah.
I'll look at product-based, and go, oh, I should be doing that thing
It's
because
almost
that
like
gets you there faster.
constant looking out of your circle. I think it's just the way we're built. I think it has to
Mm.
be overcome if you're going to make a
Mm.
success of any venture. So
Mm-hmm.
now listen, guys, I'm not talking to those of you who are comfortably employed. I salute you. I think it's wonderful. And obviously there are a lot of sacrifices that
Do
you
it.
make being not self-employed, being employed. And I
Yeah.
totally lift my hat to you. I couldn't do it. I wish I could. So
Yeah.
this is specifically for those,
It does
just
seem
because
a
I
bit
have to
easier.
nap every afternoon, like it's a thing.
Oh.
So yeah, so people don't always understand unless they've been in a position of trying to start up something. So I'm now, as you know, because you're on my show, I'm at the start of building my vlogging history, and they say that it's going to be 2 to 3 years before any algorithms kick in that let anybody see what we're creating now, and the content we're making now people are going to be binge watching in 5 years because they just enjoy hanging out with us and listening to us talk crap.
Mm.
But it's so overwhelming because I look around and there's just thousands of established bloggers, and I go, oh, how could? And then they're getting 150K views per video, and I'm going, oh, I've got like 40 views or 100 views, or the most I've had has been 1,200 views for a video, and I was fucking
Well
celebrating.
done.
Oh, it was the best feeling ever. I was like,
Well done.
screenshots of all the stats. Like, look at that, look at that. It's showing all my 100% jumps. I was like, yeah, that's me. But then the next week, it's like, you need to do better. But you can't be looking in someone else's playground. You just cannot, because you don't know their story. You don't know how long it took them to get there. And in a lot of cases, they have a lot of financial backing. And if you don't have a billionaire grandpa, there's no way your company is going to be where you wish it would be. You're going to have to just do the hard slog. So I like the whole ignore the hype.
Do you remember,
Ignore.
sorry to interject, do you remember we interviewed, oh, it would have been like 2 years ago, a woman who had $1 million company, and she was helping other mums start businesses. So she would create, it's called Business Jump. Shout out to Nat, Business Jump. We
Yep.
loved having her. But what I found really interesting, so she said in 18 months of starting Business Jump, she hit $1 million. Right?
Yeah.
That's not $1 million profit. And I thought that was interesting. She really wanted to highlight that. That's just $1 million coming in. That doesn't include the deductions, the wages, anything like that. It was just 18 months, $1 million. And it was like, oh my God, amazing. But most people, that's where they stop. That's where their story stops. They go, 18 months, I hit $1 million business. I'm awesome. What she did, and she was so generous and open in her sharing. She was like, I tried so many other businesses before that. I spent like over a decade failing business after business, trying to be employed, then having kids, and then, trying to do shit from home, and then trying to be employed again. And she spent years. So it's like, we don't hear that side of the story. It's like, actually, her story started a decade prior, and it took her a decade of learning and trying and failing to then get to that $1 million business.
Yeah.
And
that's what we need
that's
to be
what people
focusing on
forget.
more. Don't look at the hype. Look at the slog. Look at the hard work. Look at the furrows they've dug in the ground. Look at the potatoes they've buried. Look at all the uncertainty. Sometimes people have gone into major debt. They haven't paid their bond. They haven't paid rent. They haven't managed to get the good food they normally get. Like, there's sacrifices that need to be made if you're making a business, starting up a business. So let's look at the next sentence.
Yeah.
I love this one. Mostly it's a pack of lies.
Total bullshit.
Kind of like I go, oh, that one hits like, because, you know, we've
Get
all
off Instagram, people.
No, but that's the thing, right? We've all had to kind of do that at times, like especially in the entertainment industry, right? I've had 1 or 2 shows where I've gone, oh shoot, the ticket sales are not happening. And then I've had to kind of hype it a bit, and then ticket sales have picked up because there's been more interest. But I didn't sit well with me. I don't like it.
No, it feels not. It feels icky.
I don't like it. And I'm more likely now to rather just slowly shut something down than to just flog a dead horse. But I know in theater I can't remember what the word is for, but it's when they need to sell seats, and they like hustle to sell those last few seats by saying things like almost sold out when they're only 20% capacity. That sort of little white lie.
Oh my God, fake scarcity does my fucking head in.
And it was anymore.
In my coaching training, when I was trained to be a coach, which I went in with the intention to help people to facilitate progress and positive results and outcomes, part of the training was telling me about how to employ scarcity to sell my fucking packages.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to say, the coaching industry is littered with crap and lies. I'm not saying the coaching industry is bad. I'm saying, unfortunately, there's just so many
salesmen.
Slimy, sleazy crap. So yeah, absolutely. I'm so with her. Most of it is a pack of lies, and it's bullshit. It is bullshit. It's going to leave you feeling icky. And I think we've got really good BS meters now. Right? We're slowly learning.
To be honest, there's also so much choice. Everyone here is spoiled for choice. For those of you who are watching from all around the world, we are based just north of Sydney in New South Wales, and this area that we're in, the Central Coast, is just prolific. There's so many events, incredible companies, all just creating and in every single industry. There's such an avalanche of availability of whatever it is you could imagine, that to start something new is quite daunting here, because you're either going to really hit home and have a good market, or you're going to crash and burn after a couple months, because there's not a lot of longevity here. People just want to go to the next thing, and then you have your few people who really stick with something for a good 40, 50 years of real sticking with it. But it's not common for that to be the case. It's really hard to flog a business here. So So let's have a look. So she now says half of these startups will be dead in a year. So 100%. You were saying that 18-month mark, but this one is saying closer to a 12-month mark. That I think it's a case of people just run out of steam, and maybe run out of finances, run out of energy and inspiration. And once again, they're looking back to the top part there, maybe at say 4, 5, 6 months, it's not doing as well as they hope, and they start seeing other startups doing similar stuff, looking so much better. You know, maybe their graphic design skills are better, they can create stuff at the drop of a hat, and it's like it's overwhelming to compare.
Or you go to the other end of the scale, and sometimes people just happen to luck on. I mean, I gotta say, in business, please do not discount the part that sort of luck and good timing plays in business success. Like, it's not all of it, absolutely not, but it is definitely a significant component. So then you've got the other end where, you know, someone goes, oh, I think this is a good idea, I'm going to start it, and it just takes off. We have seen that. We won't name and shame, but we all know who we're talking about, and it takes off, skyrockets. But it happens so quickly that the person or the people running it are just trying to catch up with themselves and with the momentum. So they don't have the solid foundation. So then they're so focused on growing and expanding, but they don't have the foundations and the fundamentals in place to be able to do that. So after a year, after 2 years, usually they don't really make it past the 3-year mark. If it's like this, it all goes to shit. It all collapses.
Yeah.
You know, just
Implodes.
whether a pandemic happens or not, it just falls to shit because they didn't have the foundations, and those important conversations were not had. You know, you just get caught up in the hype. In the hype that's surrounding you, and you start to believe like your own hype. You're like, I'm amazing, let's keep going, and then you fall flat
and
in your
they
face.
also start spending more. They're able to get more credit. They start getting fancier stuff, and it's almost like they jump the gun. That's why I say to myself, with any project, long-term vision, slow burn. Like
well, like she said, you want to be the last one standing.
I am only going to be really checking in on video numbers and stats and stuff in a year from now. So I'm building all my Rabbit Warren now, all my back end, and then I will start looking at stats when I've got enough videos to generate accurate stats. But it is a slow journey. Then that is just one of my businesses. My other business is my hypnotherapy that I will be launching in March, April. And that is going to be full on. So that's a whole new industry I've got to reach into. I need to become well known. I've got to become respected and trusted in that industry. So that's a new journey, business wise, in the medical profession. I've never really dabbled in that at all. So we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. It's about the long-term vision, going, not what can I get in 12 months. It's what can I get, where can I be, what do I have to offer, what will I have to offer in 5 years' time. What does that look like? And then let's work on sustainably working our way up to there. It's really interesting. I've been fortunate enough to be kind of like on the inside of this. I'll give a shout out to Jill from Cheers Sweetie. It's a cocktail gift boxing business she started 12 months ago, and it's a fucking $1 million business. Wow. COVID has been amazing for it. Like it was already sort of on this upward trajectory, but I think COVID as well, because people have been separated, and she's just been smashed this Christmas with corporate gift boxes and everything. It's insane. She did not plan for this for all of this to happen, for it to be so big so quickly. But what I think and has been really wonderful to watch is, you know, she's had these moments, especially recently, where the momentum is going, she's just trying to catch up. But she has people around her, whether they're employed or a support system, to help bring her back to, okay, this is where we're at. Now, what's real for next year? Let's start really focusing. Let's have a stronger structure. Let's go, you know, she's not getting carried away in her own hype. You know, keeping very grounded by it. And it's just been really inspiring and really wonderful to watch. So you've really got to keep grounded. And it's like it said, the quote said at the start, coming back and just not being distracted by not only other businesses, but the hype and the crap that's around. Keep focused on where you're at now and where you're going long term.
Amen. Just stay the course. All right, so let's have a look here. So focus on building your business so you can be the one left standing. So we can kind of really play around with the word building. That denotes like building blocks. We could even go into whole metaphors and things. I mean, foundations of the business, the irrigation, the plumbing. It's the way you break your business down into actionable pieces and then create your to-do list. And then you do each of those actionable things, just tick them off, and you can only succeed. Do you hear that? You can only succeed. Break your idea down into actionable bite-sized pieces, and this can be anything, a project, anything. Actionable pieces, reasonable timeline. Stop fucking forcing yourself to do a 3-year job in 3 months. Calm down, okay? If you're going to create something sustainable, spread that shit out. So tick off everything. Printable to-do lists are the way of the future. People say to me, like, I do a lot of stuff. If you Google me, I'm hyperactive as fuck. So I've done just so many things, so many freaking things. And the reason I get so much done and have done so much is because of to-do lists. I wake up on a Monday and I go, oh, I want to do so many things this week and I don't know how I'm going to do them. I'm too excited. Oh my gosh. And then I get overwhelmed. Stop talking to me, Google. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Tara. And yeah, and then I just create those to-do lists. And then I look in my calendar and I schedule time to rest, time to eat, time to go to toilets. And then I schedule meetings and stuff and my paid work, which I also do. And then in between that stuff, I have actionable to-do lists.
Building the foundations.
All the fun stuff I've managed to do while still earning a living and having a life. And it's the only way I can.
I think it's really interesting. Yeah, what you're saying is, because I see, oh my God, I see so much crap out there going, just sit and like manifest and imagine your vision. And you go, yeah, but there comes a point where you have to get off your fucking ass and do it. Like,
be able to get up and actually do what you're saying.
Yeah, stop manifesting the shit out of fuck all. Stop it, please. So you're right, taking action. And I think taking action is really, you know, the more action you take, the faster you learn what works and what doesn't. So I know I can totally be accused of, I guess it's a form of procrastination, but overthinking things and mulling over it too much, going, well, what is the right action to take? And I'm like, oh, and the point is, action is action. Just fucking do it. And that's what I have to tell myself. Just do it. Yeah, as long as you're doing something. That's really important. And then the other thing, like you were saying, is schedule it in, because I know, again, I'm also being accused of, all right, I've got a 5-year goal and I need to achieve it next month.
Yeah.
Now, I'm like super impatient. Like that shit should have happened 3 days ago. Yeah, absolutely. So I totally get that. So I think you're right. When you actually start to put it down on paper, and I often get my clients to have, like, I have this, it's down on the floor, but this full 12-month calendar. So I can see exactly what's happening. It includes what's happening with the family as well. It's like, what is happening and what is real. And suddenly when I start to put my sticky notes on there and I go, oh shit, this is too much. Like this. None of this is going to happen. So then I can go, all right, let's go into the following year calendar. And I can actually start to spread those out and go, oh, this is more achievable. But when you've just got it in your head and you're like, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this, and we'll put it all in for the month of March, it's not until you actually put it down on paper, you see it and you go, this just isn't realistic at all. You know, I'm setting myself up to fail right now. So I think it's really important, like what you were saying, to write it down.
As you're speaking.
Putting this on her.
I don't think the jacket fits, Princess Pie. Yeah, I know, but her hands won't go through. We just got Amaya's birthday a LOL doll thing. Do you know what they are?
Nice.
Can I show?
Yeah.
There.
Very nice.
Oh,
Wow,
sorry.
Oh, Amaya, that's beautiful.
Sandy.
This is Sandy.
Come see me quickly.
I want to hug her.
Yeah, you want to quickly come up and say hi?
This is business, guys.
Hi.
Business.
Hi, my darling. How was your birthday?
Oh, Sandy's asking, how was your birthday?
Good.
It was good, wasn't
Did
it?
she have a nice time?
Who got some awesome presents?
Me.
Wow. And how old are you now?
4.
What?
Say it louder.
4.
4. Oh my gosh.
All
Well,
right.
happy birthday, my darling.
And she's got. All right, dang it. Go find some other clothes. That jacket doesn't quite fit. Okay, we'll put on the other one in a moment.
And a push-up bra.
Like, of course, this dog
Business when you're
so
a
many
mother, guys.
tiny accessories, and you're like,
So
shit,
cute.
we're gonna lose all of those.
So
Anyway,
I've commented and I've
focus.
Trello in the comments. And I've just said that it's an amazing planning tool. And then I've also said use your online calendars, guys.
Yeah, we love Google. We're G Suite girls, aren't we? But I mean, there's heaps out there. Use whatever works for you. Mine all sync up as well. I've got Acuity Scheduler. So whatever I book in on my calendar, then blocks it out on the scheduler. Whenever someone books the scheduler, it blocks it out on my calendar. Like everything's just linked. I think it's so important to have, especially again, being a mom, being a woman in business. It's not. It would be nice if we could just focus on our business, but we can't. There's everyone else and their schedules that you've got to think of. So again, I think it's important that you start realistically putting, like you said, your to-do list in and see it, how this play out in a week. Is this an achievable goal in the next week, in the next month, in the next year? If not, then spread it out. That's okay.
Another good thing is to find someone that you really can chat to about what's happening in your business, someone that has a lot of inspiration. Do you mind popping your earphone in, Dolph? I'm hearing myself echoing back.
There we go. Now that we don't have...
You need to have somebody that you can really sit with and tell them about what your plans are. Someone that's really level-headed, someone that you can trust, someone who's much older than you, maybe someone who's been in business a lot longer. Sometimes all you need to do is be able to tell them your idea, and then they can help you with the practical outlaying of that idea. That's something that I've done quite a lot with friends that are a lot younger that are starting businesses. They'll come have coffee with me, and I just give them ideas, and then they run with them. So coming up with like an agenda that becomes your actionable plan is also good.
Yeah, it was someone in. Oh, we're back again. But someone in business as well. I think that's important because other people just don't get it. Guys, can you please be quiet?
Mommy, you have a strawberry.
No, it's just not gonna not gonna happen. I'm so trying to Sandy.
Give us a shout out if you're watching this and you have kids.
Yeah, say hi.
What it's like.
No, it's not. So go have an apple. This is dessert we're negotiating on.
Have an apple.
Have a freaking apple there. Okay, and then her boots. So now she's dressed more appropriately.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at these shoes, man. How cool would that be?
I think
both of them look the same.
I'm pretty sure I did too.
Serious. I bought sport shoes and I painted them white with black patches and I wore them as cow shoes. I fucking love them.
Yeah. Okay. This is the last one, and then you need to go. But then that also means it's probably time for Sandy and I to go. Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying me dressing a doll. Welcome to business. Yeah. Welcome to business talk. Okay, there you go. Go. And her question was
working from home and having children and raising them while running a company. It is.
And her question was, is a muesli bar a fruit? You go, not even close, mate.
Elements of shattered fruit within it.
No, this is pure nut bar. There is actually no fruit. Yeah. Keep drying.
Cane sugar fruit. Oh, that's so cute. They're so gorgeous. Yeah, your kids are doing so well as well. Very good with their modeling and stuff. It's so exciting.
Oh my god!
Now you're a momager.
God. Oh yes, 100% modeling agent, bitch. Yeah. That's it. COVID. Got to put everyone to work. You're in this house. You got to contribute.
Everybody got to work.
Yeah.
All right. So I just wanted to have a quick look at the website at The Grommet. So
let's do.
Now. So that is the website. It's quite nice. It's a sales website, but just really chic and looking nice.
Don't get
then there's
boring.
also a blog as well. So it's got that personal touch to it.
Nice.
And I'm keen to have a look more into it and what it's about. But I mean, look here, how Grommet gifting gets done. So you can do gift lists. Just absolutely beautiful. Very, very cool. And such a
The
nice
gift that'll
bleeding
get there.
edge.
Like
Yeah,
that.
success stories, big names we found before they were big. You know, they've actually helped to make small businesses big. So celebrating the spirit of small businesses, small is mighty. So I mean, that's really cool. The fact that they are so supportive of, you know, small enterprise is actually very good as well. So yeah, guys, if you can hop over to thegrommet.com, have a look at that. I'm not sure if they ship internationally, but anyway, we've got viewers from all over the world, so that's fine.
Check it
but
out.
yeah, don't lose heart. If you've got an idea and you've started your business, maybe you've been going 6 months, you've managed to keep it going through a pandemic, and you're feeling like you want to let go, and everywhere you look are people doing the same thing and doing so much better than you. Don't listen to the hype. Just keep plugging away at what you're doing. Just make your actionable lists, tick things off one by one. Do the cheesy thing, build the house, build it properly. You know, don't do your roof before you've done your foundations. Just go slow and steady because it does win the race in the end. All right, guys. So thanks, Tara. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. And we'll be back in the new year with our season 2, carrying on, just digging for golden nuggets of wisdom, and sharing our personal life experiences and our children, obviously, with you guys. Mine is also in the doorway right now, staring at me with a glue gun in her hand.
Excellent.
Yeah, always very worrying, but anyway. So yeah, have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, my darling, and I'll see you soon.
See you later.
All right. Bye. Bye, guys.